going to Castle Drogo and going around and collecting all the sounds for the radio play and the recording of the play in the different rooms was quite fun. Really.
And also just recording the radio play and then seeing the whole project come together and see our hard work, like listening to it was really cool. Mm-hmm. And also with the film and the play, just seeing them like all finished, however sad it is.
What would you say was your favourite like sub-project?
Well, I really enjoyed the plays, just because it becomes a process, doesn't it? A sort of learning process where you start at the beginning with an initial reading and you go all the way through, slowly, building these characters and developing. And then of course you have the performance, you have these penultimate, these penultimate moments, and then finally this ultimate evening. And you get this sort of, over the course of the whole production, you get a kind of hype, and it sort of slowly builds. And I really like that, I really enjoy it. So I thought the plays were brilliant, I really enjoyed it.
The more I think about it, the more good that was.
Yeah.
I think that was the best piece ever done. That was so good.
I really enjoyed the play because it was very fun, just sort of practicing, and just the whole experience was really fun, and I felt like we all came closer as a group. For me personally, it's helped with my confidence in performing to people.
Where the leaves fall, the soil builds. It's now where I lie. God's out like a fox to a kitten, smothered in blood thickening. And yet, there is no sweet relief in death itself.
What's happened to the kind and calm manner that I know and have...
You don't know me. We barely had time to get to know each other. I don't care if you leave, but I'm not coming.
Oh. I see.
They are beautiful, but my dear, Belinda's father and the improvers have stopped all that and turned the moorland into private fields for landowners. The walking tours can no longer cross their land. Yes, what a shame, although the improvers have done so much for us. Of course.
Yeah, we went up
The
to
wolf sanctuary.
Reading.
That was good.
The wolf sanctuary was good.
There you go, they're now answering.
I had never filmed a film before, so it was interesting to see how it all worked.
And how do you feel about the end product? Do you think it was good?
Yeah.
Were you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
I think it was quite funny for people to see themselves. Like.
Yes.
Especially in the film.
They create biodiversity, like with beavers.
What? Wolves and beavers are very different things. Yeah, but wolves and deer...
Which means there are less deer grazing on the riverbanks, which allows it to grow out, encouraging beavers to build dams.
Yeah, natural flood defences.
So what? It's only a couple of extra beavers?
What skills would you say you kind of gained and built on maybe through the whole project?
Learning to sort of work with everyone in your group and build dynamics between people, and getting to know everyone better is fantastic. And confidence is a really good asset to have.
Ability to adapt my character and directing as well. A lot better playwright I think now as well. Didn't do a great deal on this project, but definitely developed.
So do you think you gained a wider understanding of your community and the area you live in?
Definitely.
I think.
The effects of biodiversity and keystone species, and the effect of things like wolves particularly, and sort of badgers and beavers, and the way they affect the local environment. Of course, 1780 is supposedly the date that the last wolf was shot in Dartmoor, and it's interesting to know where those were shot, and also playing the characters who went and killed these wolves, potentially trying to understand why they, what they were trying to do, what the motives were as well. Because it's very easy to judge the past by the standards of the present, and particularly what we think should be done now. Actually going and performing as those characters, creating a narrative and a situation, you can kind of understand where they were coming from, and also the lack of knowledge that a lot of them had, lack of understanding of the effects on everything else that these improvements that they were doing was actually having.
Workshops were really good, all the wolf movement and sound and music workshops.
Writing. It depends what direction you take, really, Mark, doesn't it?
Jonny. So now we follow Jonny. And Jonny has to go slow enough that we can all follow exactly what he's doing, every single little detail.
I wasn't there, so I'd really like somebody to tell me about the experience of going to Richard Cabell's tomb.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very interesting seeing the tomb itself.
If you run around 7 times around the tomb and put your little finger in the keyhole, apparently the devil will know your finger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good afternoon, you're listening to SoundArt Radio, 102.5 FM, and today in the studio we have Mark and Ben from Med Theatre. The reason that Mark and Ben have come into the studio today is because we're going to play a radio drama from Med Theatre's Young Company.
So there's quite a few influences from The Great Storm of Widdicombe, also Richard Cabell, who lived in Baskervilles, who was rumoured to be a vampire, and then looking at how this all influenced Arthur Conan Doyle writing Hound of the Baskervilles on Dartmoor.
Did you know much about this story before you got involved in the play?
Not really. Quite a key part of the project was doing all this research to find all this information, so we had different people coming in and did interviews with them and workshops. We also went to see Richard Cabell's house itself, Brook Manor, which was really quite special.
And then you actually wrote the play as a group?
Yeah, we did, yeah. And the original idea for the play came from the young people itself. We did a residential quite a few months ago near Pixie's Holt, near Dartmoor on Dartmoor.
Oh yeah, I know that, yeah. Oh, that's a magical place.
Yeah, it is a really nice place, yeah. And just being together over quite a few days really helps to get creative ideas. Yeah.
When you came to record it, how did that work? Where did you do your recording?
We did our recording, all of it really, at Castle Drogo.
And in Castle Drogo is sited above the Tin Gorge, which is one of the locations where rumour has it that the last wolf on Dartmoor was shot. Isn't that right, Ben?
Yeah.
So it had that connection.
Wolf Whispers by Med Theatre's Young Company.
So, here we are. Historic ground, the ruined church of Baskervilles.
Was it your first experience of working with audio and radio recording?
Yeah, I've done quite a bit with film, so there's obviously a bit of a sound element to that, but no, I'd never actually done a radio play itself. It's really interesting doing that.
And there's a bit of controversy, isn't there, about this whole authorship thing and influence.
That's right.
On Doyle, about how he came to write the story. And does that feature in the play?
Yeah, it features quite heavily in the play, actually, with Fletcher Robinson, who was a good friend of Arthur Conan Doyle, sort of took this story from Fletcher Robinson.
And didn't credit him, possibly.
In the book, yeah.
But who knows, eh?
With the with the
It
letting
was
wolves
great.
back into Dartmoor, I think it should be controlled. So like a sanctuary, but like several
open
mile
one,
sanctuary,
yeah.
like a really big one, like a really big one, like
With
several
wild
miles,
deer
several
and
square
stuff.
miles.
So it was
With
basically
so
natural,
they
just
can
with a
hunt
fence
their own.
around it.
Yeah.
So is that why you don't think they should be on Dartmoor? Because we don't have that much space on Dartmoor, but they do in some parts of places like the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah.
How about
It's not all of it's
beavers?
farmed.
Species.
Yeah, if the wolves kill the deer, they stop grazing, and there's more riverbanks for the beavers to grow.
Excellent.
The deer also eat the shoots of the trees, so they can't grow into big trees.
Yeah.
And the
And the
beavers
beavers
need
can
them to
chew
make
them.
their dams. And